What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. We got superstar Joe, we got superstar Jada, and we got superstar Rob in the house. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You? Careful the baby. Careful. We don't want to.
Anyway,
we don't kick her legs too hard. We don't wake her up.
she's sleeping right through that. If she wakes up, don't worry. We got it under control, I think.
Okay.
But let us get into the video. If you are new here, please become a superstar. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so that deserves you guys to become a superstar. And let's get it going here. We got other things I want to show you. Pulling up wrong things here, but here is our socials. Make sure that you guys join us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're going to be using that for a bunch of different giveaways, guys. So make sure you're following us there. There's different content, user submissions on there. It's fun times, and I love going through the Instagram especially. That's one of my favorite things, to see all the things you guys submit for us to go over. Also, if you want to follow us on Veve, we got Fastos. I relisted him yesterday. You might not have found him, but now he's back up there. 6909 for 9.9999 million. That's how you follow us on Veve. We're at like 350 followers on there now. I can't believe it. You guys are killing it. So go join us. If we see you, we will follow you back. If you did not know, followers on Veve will help you with the MCP program eventually, whenever that does unroll. So we're trying to get followers, and we're going to help you guys get followers. Also, the Fastos wall, a great way. Just go follow everybody on the Fastos wall. Everybody on the Fastos wall follows you back. That's just the thing that we do nowadays, right? So
follow.
Also, we are now in April. And April, if you guys didn't know, in March, Pairology was doing amazing giveaways. He was giving away goofies every single week. And he reached out to us again to help him with his website here. A little bit of promotion. He is doing giveaways every week in April as well. So what are we giving away? We are giving away 2 ultra rare Captain Americas and 2 Chip and Dale ultra rare golden moments. So huge prizes. The ultra rare Chip and Dale is the king of that set right now, the duos that just came out. And you got the ultra rare Captain America animated. It's crazy. If you don't have an animated superhero, it is cool. So that is the first week's prize.
Pairology just pulls off all the stops, eh? He just doesn't stop.
He doesn't. He is just like unlimited generosity. That's what we like to say. Unlimited generosity for Pairology.
It never ends.
So how do you get in on the first week's giveaway, which will be given away in 7 days from now? It is the way you do it is you join the Superstar Money Club. We got 92 members. You guys are blowing this up since
we were at like 50 or 60 yesterday. No,
this is crazy. Since yesterday, you guys have been blowing it up. If I go back to 24 hours ago,
I don't think we could.
We basically had Relatable Hustle, Beach Hawk, Ranjo Dual Alex, Cezil, Power Wizard, Spyro, Duhan Yoho, Niall, Leaky Poco, DC, Jockey, Jerry, Kenyella AB, Nissy Rocks, Inna, Marspree, Sean, Veve on that beat, Jay Holla, JDR, and Noah join the club. All right, you guys are killing it. To get in on the Captain America Ultra Rare, we're gonna call it April 8th that we'll do the giveaway, or April 7th, 7 days. We'll go on the 7th. April 7th will be the giveaway. The way you get in, you click on topics, and I have a April Pairology giveaway number 1 here. You click on that, and I just want you to throw in a GIF, just like these guys, some kind of a GIF. So these guys are all entered. They don't even know it, but they're entered just because all they did is throw in GIFs. I'm like, you know what? That is going to be what you got to do. So all you got to do is join the website, join our club, and throw in a GIF, and you're entered. All right. So we got lots of funny ones. Sarah thinks she's gonna win. So
yeah. And while you're in there, do Pairology a favor. All you have to do is throw in a GIF, but do Pairology a favor. Look around his website, give him some feedback, let him know what you guys think about it. I'm sure he'd love to hear from you on Twitter.
Exactly. Let him know what you like, what you don't like. We also got the Superstar chat there if you want to talk about something that's not in one of the topics. We're hopping in there all the time as well. There's lots to answer here. I haven't even looked at it since where is it? I don't even know, like 24 hours ago. So we got to get in here and start answering you guys ASAP. But let us continue. We're going to get into the stuff on Twitter. Not Brand Ek. That was the drop today. Did you get it?
No.
How'd you do, Rob?
Didn't even try for it. Like I said, I'm kind of avoiding going for drops these days unless I really want it. Just with the whole, we talked about the deflationary aspects of the market. I'm finding a lot of comments. I mean, this was a limited edition, so higher odds, but I decided to stay out just because if I really want it, I'll go for it when the time is right. It's just I don't have the budget right now to start adding up comics like this to my collection. How about you?
So I ended up not going for it on the drop. I was like, I don't even want this. And then I was reading a little bit about it, how it's like FA of Archie and Mickey Mouse and Batman in comic form. And then I got FOMO and I bought a common at like $7.20.
Okay,
so $7.20. I don't feel too bad about it. I paid 30 cents above market.
Yeah, whatever.
And I don't know if this turns into a meme comic. I don't know what it could go for. Maybe like $20 or something like that.
Yeah,
max.
Yeah. Big April Fools.
But
Big April Fool's comic. I like they use that though. It's very fitting for today. So I like that they did that for sure.
Exactly. So now we got the Mickey Mouse drop coming tomorrow, which is a big deal. A lot of people not a fan of the colors of this one. I think it looks kind of weird in general. The first thing this is the uncommon that they're showing in their header, but we'll get into that. So this is the common. I kind of don't mind the common. I just think the colors are like off a little bit too. It's like almost like too much contrast or something.
I personally, when I first saw it in that first image yesterday, I was like, it doesn't really look the best. Once I got the zoom ups, I do like the detail in the face. It's still classic Mickey. I like that. It is Mickey in color form, but it's the gown or whatever you're gonna call it. That's
off. Yeah.
It's not the best. I still think this is gonna do great. I mean, it's a Mickey. It's Disney Mickey. Like it's gonna have. It's just exactly like the Steamboat Willies.
I thought because the mouth was closed here. It looked weird. The color.
But the animated, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. When I called you yesterday when it first came out, I was like, Rob, I don't know what's going on here, but something's wrong with this Mickey. And it turned out we were right, and everybody's talking about how they don't like it, which is a good thing because I'm gonna pick one up eventually. Maybe the common. I think the common might be my favorite because I'm not going to be able to afford the other one.
You got the little scruss position right there going on.
I don't mind it. I like
action shot.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the ultra rare is the nicest, obviously, and it's a little darker too. Like the coloring on this one's way better. So and his eyes closed. You mentioned that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that the eyes closed. Plays music.
The music
is
really
nice.
If you guys watch it, and I like that the bottom is matching with the Steamboat Willie. So if you have the ultra rare in the Steamboat Willie, this base will also match it. So if I do land this on the drop, I'm gonna have to find a way to get an ultra rare Steamboat Willie, I think.
Well, this is definitely a fun collectible. That is a fun collectible.
Speaking of landing drops, this is seeming like it is becoming impossible. So should I flip it over to your screen here?
Bring it over quickly. So this all started with the House of Cards drop, and we went on a rant yesterday's video about how the FE whatever, but that's not the point of today. The point of today is the bot situation. Now, we've commented a lot about this already on many different videos, but it just seems that this drop was like a breaking point for the community. It was like a breaking point. Some people are speculating that as much as 70 to even, I even heard over 90, but let's just go with the lower end, like 70% of the people who won this drop are first-time users. Now, I never verified that with my own eyes. That's it could be just a rumor, but it seems to be what people are believing is the case. And it doesn't surprise me because the bots, we already know they're killing it every drop with their scripts. Clearly, there's real substance to it because Veve themselves, old news, but we're going to talk about it because it's the point of our video today, which is they made a statement and they said, thank you for your feedback regarding this morning's drop. We are always making improvements to our security measures to keep things running as smoothly as possible for our users, but sometimes we find ourselves on our heels in this game of whack-a-mole, which they always talk about with the bots. Yep. And they continue on. They say, while we look forward to when measures like overall KYC and the drop waitlist, which we're going to talk about, can make our drops more fair and accessible, we fully understand that seeing sell walls immediately at market open is frustrating and ultimately disheartening for the community. Please know that we are taking immediate steps with our security partners to understand where we're missing and how it can be improved ASAP. In the meantime, if you see obvious bot activity and have screenshots, please report it. Get help report our bot channel on Discord, and illegitimate accounts get disabled daily as part of our ongoing efforts. Thank you for your ongoing patience. We have a lot to say about this.
Yes. So first of all, we're quitting YouTube, we're quitting Veve, and we're leaving. So guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for all of the subscriptions and all the thumbs up and all of that, joining the club. But we are quitting. So it is over. I'm going to go with my baby and see you now. April Fools, we got you. We are not quitting anywhere. We are pro Veve. We still think that they got it in the bag. They know what they're doing.
Are you saying you're quitting? So we have to drop. We got to go one of us now. Just like this. That's it. Done.
I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, exactly. But no, so I wanna bring up something a little off the cuff, not even what we've discussed, but this morning I had a little chat. I had a little chat with somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who's a bot. Okay. And as you guys know, we got a little bit of a face on YouTube. So we do get approached every now and then. And people will ask us to buy through them. And we're not into that because we don't want to get scammed, and we haven't done it and we won't do it. But we have bought off app, but we're not doing it through bots or any of those people. But what we do is we try and dig. And what I did this morning was I had a little conversation and I tried to figure out exactly what the bots, their plans are, how they did. So this in particular person, not going to give any names, but they know somebody who runs 350 bot accounts. So one person's running 350 bot accounts. I said, how'd they do on the drop yesterday? Because nobody I know got it. He says they got about 18 to 20. So 18 to 20 to 350. So still not the greatest percentages, but way better than anybody I know, because I don't know anybody who got one.
What do you mean?
All right?
20? That's amazing.
Now I said, so how does it work? I said, how does it work? What do they do? He goes, well, he'll win like 18 to 20, and then he'll ask his friends and family, whoever wants one, he'll sell it to them for 15 to 20% of the floor. So that's the going rate for people that they know.
15 to 20?
15 to 20% of the floor.
How are you not losing money off of that? They must be getting the gems for even less.
So they must be getting cheap gems on top of that.
Or they got them all for free off the glitch.
All we know is 15 to 20% is working for these guys to make profit, because they're doing that for their friends and family. Then
they must have been free gems.
The friends and family can flip it for 40 to 50%. So that's another way, and that's the downward pressure thing we talked about. That's why right now you can get things for cheap, because there's so many cheap gems in the app right now.
Like if you're winning a drop at, let's say, $100 and then you sell it for 20, you must have got those gems for less than 20 or for free. This has to all stem from that glitch. That glitch must have been around for a very long time. It had to. I think it's been around since the OGs.
But they're also aware of the drops that people want and the people don't want. These people are in tune. So, for example, they didn't go for the Electra drop. They didn't go for these drops that people don't want. And that's why maybe you won an Electra drop. That's maybe why you won a Toby, because they're not going for that. They know, they're reading sentiment. These guys, this is their job. They making
do market
money.
Research.
They're doing market
research.
reports.
They do reports.
And they knew that this rewind drop was one that people were really talking positively about. And they knew that they're going to make money selling at 15 to 20% to people that they know and trust. And then if they don't sell it to them, they're going to put it at the floor, and they're just going to keep undercutting each other, because no matter what they make, they're going to be making more than what they spent.
I still think that if you're selling off the drop for 15, 20%, you have to get the gems for free. It all must like at that point. Where's your profit margins if you bought it for like even 10%? It just doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to me that you win a drop, you buy your gems, let's say at 0.4, and then you sell them for 0.6, 0.7, something like that. But if you're selling them for 0.2, they must have been for free.
They're not paying full pop, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. It's a whole scheme. It's a whole system. The bots are just completely, they're winning the battle.
And
Veve lost the battle against
the other thing, though. The other thing that he mentioned, I said, so has your friend ever been shut down? He goes, all the time he gets shut down. So because they have no skin in the game, they have 350 accounts, maybe 50 of them get shut down. But it does show that Veve is onto them and they're finding them. It's just that there's so many of them. Like just one person has 350 accounts.
Yeah, I know.
So imagine if you have 350 people with 350 accounts, that's when it gets ridiculous. Yeah. And that's where it goes. So Veve's shutting them down, but it's not, maybe they're not getting 100% of them, and then they just open up more.
Well,
it's crazy.
I just did some quick math. So they once mentioned on one of their, I think it was the February 4th article on bots, they mentioned that they shut down like 300,000 accounts or something like that. So if you assume if you assume that one person had 350, that's about 850, 860 people, which is believable, right? It's believable to think that there's 1,000 people out there that are running bot farms of 300 plus.
Yeah,
probably more than that. I really don't know the exact number. I don't think anyone does.
But you also don't know the accuracy of the claims and all that. But I'm just saying, this is the conversation I had this morning just to get some intel for you guys. And I knew we were doing this video today, so I was like digging as much as I could. I think so I can help you guys understand.
You got some very good primary research there.
Yeah.
So, but like, let's address also what Veve. Do you have anything else to add to that, or do you want to?
I just wanted to say, like, the reason that we don't buy from these types of accounts and all that is because we know that there is the risk of them tracking down where bots are sending their collectibles to. And now, especially, there's no gem transfers. So now they're going to be like specifically looking, okay, this guy has been winning every drop and he's sending it to this address. Like, we're not risking our accounts over that. You know what I mean? It's not worth it for that for us. So definitely not worth it for you guys either. If you're going to hear about bots selling, I would not buy from them. I would look at like recognizable figures, like maybe like a Kobe Collects or a Dino or somebody who has a face to the name, and they're not going to scam you. And that's it. But like, anyway, Rob, let's get into the ways that Veve can address this.
Yeah, I remember when I heard about this, I remember I messaged you right away. I'm like, okay, we have so many things. A lot of this we've already said, but we're going to reiterate our thoughts on this because it's a hot topic right now. Number one, Veve in the interim is implementing a queue system with what I would call light KYC. To start, I do not believe that this will actually stop the bots at all. I don't believe it will stop the bots at all. I think they're investing their time and energy right now into something that really isn't going to work. Ultimately, what needs to happen is the MCP program. I can see that working. I can see that working to kill the bots, because MCP, if you apply an MCP on a drop, that means new users are restricted. Yeah. They are not going to be able, you cannot make an account to participate in that drop. Whereas in this one, you make an account, you get a raffle ticket. You jump in the queue, you get a raffle ticket, right?
So they need to, I think you're right. You're getting into the MCP. The MTL is going to help a little bit. The queue's not going to really do anything. I think the queue will slow it, and then it'll just come back completely because people will find ways to get identities. They'll pay people to open accounts for them with legit identities.
You can buy that stuff.
The queue system's not going to work unless you need to have MCP to get into the queue. And the MCP has to be run in an efficient way. Right now, I didn't even know this until today. You get like 15 points if you buy or sell in the marketplace. To me, that shouldn't even exist, because then bots, that's all they do is buy and sell. They're flippers. Yeah. They should not be rewarded. It should be only rewarded if you're a collector. So the more things you accumulate, the more you're holding. It should be rewarding collecting, because then that eliminates the advantage that the bots get. The other thing is that the MCP right now, they're saying, is going to be like limited to certain drops or whatnot. MCP has to be for every drop. It has to be for every drop. That's the only way that you're going to help with this. Because if you get MCP points affecting how many entries are in a drop, you get an advantage, competitive advantage. Sure, at the beginning, we've had this discussion many times. At the beginning, the bots are going to win them all because they have all these MCP stacked from before. But once they win the drop, they're going to lose the MCP.
They're going to have to find ways to balance it, because the counter to that is if you MCP every drop, maybe new users get turned off because they can't really compete and participate. So if they are going to be selective, you got to be really, really selective. Like, any high quality IP drop needs to be MCP. It will over time kill. It will kill the bots because they lose their tickets. So if you have an MCP program where if you win the collectible, you lose all your MCP raffle tickets, it's over. Like,
or 90%.
Look at the evidence.
Oh, no, if you win it, you lose them all. Yeah.
If you win it, you lose it all. Sorry, if you win it, you lose it all. If you lose it, you get back 90%. But look at the evidence with what they supposedly there was over 70% of new accounts that won. The bots are using new accounts. Anything man-made could be cracked. Are they going to come up with a way to circumvent the NCP? I don't think so. And if one of you out there listening has an idea, I would love to know. How do you circumvent the MCP program? Because let's say the bots, when it first starts, they have all this stuff backed up because they got rich off botting. Okay? Then they use their tickets. They're going to lose everything. They get a crazy drop. They lose everything.
Well, how is it that they lose whatever they stake? So maybe they'll be smart enough and they'll only stake a portion each drop, but eventually
they're going to run out.
They'll run out. Exactly.
How do you bot
because they're going to win every drop, and then eventually they'll run out. But you hope that this is the way they got to do. They got to tailor it in a way that it doesn't benefit the bots, and that is by not providing points to buy, or at least making the points for buying and selling much lower than actually collecting. I think that's the way you got to do it.
Yeah. So in summary, basically, the waitlist I think is useless. The KYC, okay, maybe it helps to some degree, but they can find a way around that. Yeah. So how do you stop it? MCP program. But this, and I'm not sure if there's anything else we really need to add to that right now. But
I guess MTL will help only in, I guess, you know what, it might not even help completely, because people are going to be impatient. They're going to sell off app. They're going to be.
I still think
bots will continue to do that. Yeah,
it will alleviate it. MCP will alleviate a lot of the off
MTL.
MTL will alleviate a lot of that off selling pressure from people who just want to get out. Like, I think that a lot of people, if not the majority of people, will be willing to wait 2 weeks. I think the majority of people will wait 2 weeks to not have to sell at even further discount. And if it is a further discount, you're going from like 90 to 80, 70. You're not going from 90 to 50, or definitely not 0.2. So, so like, I don't know.
Exactly. It'll bring the market up a little bit. Is what we're hoping for. The thing is, if you don't get these things, or if you do get all these things, like we need some of them in order to help with the pressure, because regardless, if you leave it things how they are right now, this Veve is going to zero. And we made a video on it, and there's too much downward pressure. It's true. Everybody's undercutting everybody. It'll go really close. It's
a deflationary environment, and the bot and the off-app purchasing isn't helping. Market transactions are also deflationary because it's taking away gems from the overall market pot. Now, there's something that we discussed, which is definitely, we have no evidence to say this, but if you are Veve, in a way, you almost are incentivized to let this problem continue. Now, as users, there is a silver lining that if you're bullish on Veve long-term, you can get cheap collectibles. Yeah, you're going to get opportunities again.
And right now you're getting those opportunities right now. C3PO's at like 1,500 gems. Did you ever think you would see that? No.
We're going to be getting these opportunities to get these cheap collectibles, but at the same time, for this community to truly grow, because we're probably not we're not as big, I think, as they say we are. Like, I don't know if we can say we're 2 million people right now.
I don't think so. I don't think they know.
Well, do the basic math. Supposedly, I don't want to pull up Putting Cheeks' sheet right now, but if there's like 320, million gems?
Yeah.
Something like that were purchased from the store. You divide that by 2 million people, where that's like $164 per person. So something seems off. I feel like there's less actual, like all those, whatever active users they came up with, it must include some bot accounts. And it's probably significantly less. If we're truly going to grow, if the Veve community is truly going to grow, we need to clean up this problem, this bot problem. Sure, it's great for us right now. I'll be buying. I believe in Veve long term. I'm buying.
Yeah.
But Veve at the same time, they're making money.
They don't have any pressure. They don't have any pressure right now to do anything. You got to think about money. Think about it like this. Let me say it like this. Hold on. You don't want to eat?
Anyway. I can fill the noise for you. Don't worry.
No, but what I want to say is, now I'm distracted. No, okay. So Veve, you got to think, are they really in a rush to get MCP and get MTL and all this stuff when, for example, the Mickey drop this weekend? If all bots win it, they're all listing and they're making 2.5% off every sale. If we all win, a big percentage of us are holding that. You know what I mean? And those aren't going for sale, and they're not making that 2.5%. Sure, it might be a little bit of a higher floor, and they might make back a little bit of the money off of the people who actually do sell. But in terms of if bots win everything, they're making 2.5 on basically the entire drop, 40,000 mints.
Bots, they just want to flip. They're trying to flip. If they are selling, they want to sell. They want a quick buck, get out, make your money.
They flip it into the real people, and then the real people flip it back. Like a portion of that will flip it back. So now it's basically coming down the chain. It's coming down the chain, and then it ends up eventually in the people's hands who want to hold it, right?
Yeah.
So
okay, one more thing to mention as well. So we talk about MTL hashtag soon, right?
Yeah.
Beyond just this issue about making money off market transactions, this downward selling pressure in a way from a company perspective is actually good for Veve, because when it's time to cash out, some people, maybe they've already sold out. So their gems are on the side and they're ready to go. But I'm sure there's also another percentage, probably the majority, but again, I'm completely speculating, of people who have it in collectibles right now, and they're not going to sell those collectibles until MTL comes. No. As they hold, if they haven't sold out yet, it's bringing the entire market down. It's bringing all the market caps down, and meaning when it's time to cash out, it's a little bit easier for them to get off the hook in terms of how much a fiat that they're going to have to fork out in terms of money. Yeah. So we have the ecosystem right now that's deflationary. We have a problem in the community with bots. Yes, the silver lining is us who are bullish. We can take advantage of these cheap prices, but ultimately we all need Veve to be successful and to grow. And the fun in the community right now is probably at another level. Yeah. At another level, like. So
guys, stack your bags. Don't buy just because we said, because it's not financial advice. But stack your bags. Take advantage when you see opportunity. And Veve has it under control. I think they just need to show something. They need to give people a little bit of hopium, even if it's a little bit. They don't have to come out with the full shoot and barrel, but give a little bit back to the community so that they know you're working on it. I know that you're working on it. We know that you're making money, so you don't really have to work on it.
But I have to say one more thing though. Like they're gonna be bringing in this queue system in April. Why?
That might be the one thing that they're trying just to say, look, we're trying something, right? Who knows?
It just buys them more time.
It buys them more time.
The real solution, which is going to be MCP.
And they know that's the solution. They know it. They're not dumb guys. These guys are smart. Look at the app that they produce, okay? Maybe you don't like every single drop on the app, but this app, everyone's addicted to it. Me, you, she's going to be addicted to it when I give her Mickey, okay? You know? So, guys, relax. Let's calm down the FUD. Let's take advantage of the cycle that we're in right now. And in a year, hopefully, we're laughing, okay? I think that's all I got to say. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think there's a conversation about bots. It's going to go on for a long time. It's going to go on for many days beyond this. And we're hoping that that we start seeing some real tangible action to help fix this problem. But in the meantime, keep selling C3PO because I wouldn't mind to get one of them.
Exactly. Me too. All right, guys. So, all right, Rob, take it away.
I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation today. I'm sure a lot of people who did listen to this have now a lot of things that they want to talk about. Vent it out. Let's hear below what your thoughts are about this conversation, about, you know, the incentive for the Veve team to deliver on some of these things right now because they're making money on it. Do you think that maybe that's making them not rush it as much? Do you believe that MCP will fix the program? Do you have an idea of how MCP will actually be circumvented and somehow botted? I would love to hear below if any of you have any ideas on how they are going to do that. But you can join the Superstar fam. We want to hear from you. We want to hear all your comments, whether you agree, whether you disagree. Just smash that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.